and I can't wait to see what they do with it next.
I know. I don't know if you keep up with the rumor mill, but there's like one popping off about Charles right now that he might show up in Doctor Strange.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Get nothing to say on that. Can't
Yeah. It's so I feel for like people like Andrew Garfield who've been doing so much press lately, and then there's rumors about him showing up in movies and he's just like, no, not in it. Like, leave me alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're doing it because like the actor has to say no, and we're used to the actor saying no, and then they do show up. But I'm saying no, and I mean it.
I'm saying no, and I mean it.
In today's video, we are continuing our coverage of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, aka Doctor Strange 2. I can confirm that Warstu didn't make the final cut, so sorry guys, I won't actually be one of the insane cameos, but there is a lot of contradictory stuff going around. Some people are like, yo, Tom Cruise is in it. No, he isn't, but yes, he is, but no, he isn't. John K's in it. No, he isn't, but yes, he is. Warstu's, okay, I've clarified Warstu's not in it. Had the opportunity, but I'm not in it. So we're going to go over a brand new plot leak. You guys love these plot leaks. Then we're going to go over what some Twitter super duper scoopers said. And then we're going to go over some other information regarding this movie. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any Marvel, DC, pop culture based content. Turn notifications on, subscribe. It really does help the channel. Comment down below for the algorithm. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. I have like 12 followers, and I don't know why you guys keep commenting on stuff on Instagram saying you've got like 20,000 followers. Guys, Twitter, I have literally no followers. So we're gonna go over this new plot leak that I've come across. I think it's very interesting, and then we will actually go over all the cameo stuff. It's interesting because the super duper Twitter scoopers are fighting each other, so let's break it down. So the movie begins with Wanda Maximoff, Elizabeth Olsen, at her cabin in the woods, where we last seen her in the post-credit scene for WandaVision. Mordo attacks her for the events of Westview, but Wanda defeats him. Wanda's one of the most powerful mutants. Okay, she's not technically. Oh, is she a mutant? We don't officially know yet. Of course, Wanda can own everyone. Mordo claims that he will never stop coming after Wanda. She says she knows, and then decapitates him and chops his head off like Thor did in okay, it doesn't say that, but this is very similar to another one that we went over. But you guys really like this speculation accumulation. It is hot property on the internet at the moment, especially to do with this movie. Meanwhile, teenager America Chavez is chased by the demon Gargantus and rescued by Defender Strange. Strange takes America to the Sanctorium to search for the Book of Spells. When Gargantus breaks through and kills him, America teleports away with Defender Strange body as the universe collapses and ends up in the MCU. So that's Defender Strange, okay? Not our Strange, where the Prime Strange is attending the wedding of his ex-girlfriend, Christina Palmer. So our Doctor Strange is still alive. Gargantus attacks looking for American Chavez, and Strange fights him. One arrives to help and distract Gargantus long enough for Strange to impale him through the eyes. America Chavez leads Strange and One to Defender Strange's dead body and explains that she can create portals between universes. The friendship between Strange and One, strained by One having become the Sorcerer Supreme. Confirmed, Wong is going to die, and then Doctor Strange will become the new Sorcerer Supreme at the end. Okay, I'm just making that up, but it could be true. Well, Strange was blipped for 5 years, and that's the explanation of why One became the superior sorcerer. Meanwhile, Strange visits Wanda in her cabin and asks for help. Interesting. He feels the dark presence of the dark hold and realizes Wanda summoned Gargantus. Okay, that's a very different plot point. We've never had this bit before. Wanda fights Strange and explains that her children, Tommy and Billy, are lost in the multiverse. She needs the dark hole to find them. Guys, this is actually interesting. This really tells you more of the plot early on. But Wanda isn't the villain. Okay, but literally every plot leak and every insider is saying the same thing. Wanda is only able to possess the bodies of her variants and needs American Chavez to physically traverse through the multiverse. Strange argues that the dark hold is wrapping Wanda's mind, but she refuses to listen, and Strange is forced to teleport back to Kamata Kamatage. Guys, this is compelling stuff. Strange warns one about Wanda. Wanda tells Strange about the prophecy that Scarlet Witch will destroy the reality. One claims that if Wanda is the Scarlet Witch, which we already know she is from WandaVision, she must be killed. But Strange refuses repeatedly to accept this and is convinced that he can cure Wanda Maximoff. Wanda attacks Kamatage. Strange protects American Chavez, while One and the Sorcerers fight. Wanda, America, can't control her powers and accidentally teleports herself and Strange to a universe where Mordo is Sorcerer Supreme. They ask for help, but he adopts them. Instead, Mordo brings Strange and American Chavez before the Illuminati, a secret society that is assembled to protect the multiverse. The Illuminati are made up of Professor X, played by Patrick Stewart, Reed Richards, played by the OG actor, Peggy Carter, played by Haley, Monica Rambeau, Boulder the Brave, played by Bruce Campbell, Mordo. So this team is pretty consistent with other potential plot leaks. I don't know if this is real, but I really like going over this stuff, and there is a lot of consistencies with everyone. But this seems a little bit different to the other ones. A little bit more in depth, if you like. But that doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean it's wrong. Let me know down below. What do you think? So let's carry on. Mordo believes Strange and America Chavez should be killed for endangering reality, but Professor X imprisons them instead, under the vision of a variant of Christina Palmer. Meanwhile, Wanda possesses the body of her variant of the Illuminati's universe and attacks the layer, killing Boulder, injuring Carter, Rambo, and Richards. Professor X battles Wanda, nearly exorcises her, but she overpowers and kills him. Now, there is previous images that confirms that's pretty much real and he will die. That's pretty much confirmed by previous images. I may put it in this video, but I don't want to risk getting a copyright claim, so I probably won't. Her dark presence causes her variant bodies to rapidly deteriorate. Strange escapes and is attacked by Mordo while searching for American Chavez, but manages to defeat him. Palmer rescues Strange and America Chavez and uses a bracelet to teleport them to another universe and retrieve a spell capable of curing Wanda. Wanda intercepts and kidnaps American Chavez and abandons Strange, and Palmer is dying in the universe, unaware that Strange has the spell. Meanwhile, the sorcerers retrieve the dark hole and create a protective barrier around it to keep it away from Wanda. Wanda breaks through by infecting nightmarish visions into the minds of the novice sorcerers and abducts One so he can lead her to the birthplace of where chaos magic was created, Wunaka Mountain. In Wunaka, I've probably said that wrong, Wanda harnesses America Chavez's power, opens a portal to the universe where Billy and Tom are. Wanda realizes that Wanda is being manipulated by demons to weaken the cosmic barrier and plunge the multiverse into chaos. Meanwhile, Strange fights Strange Supreme, who is also corrupted by chaos magic, for the possession of the spell and defeats him. Strange possesses the dead body of Defender Strange, turning into a zombie, and manages to teleport into Winnata Mountain and talk to America, encouraging her to embrace her power. Chavez manages to open a portal to bring Strange and Palmer into the mountains. The Minotaur and the surviving sorcerers arrive to rescue One. To Wanda's surprise, Billy and Tommy are living with a loving adoptive family in a farm, not in danger, as the Darkhold has influenced her into believing. Strange confronts her with a spell, but the demons compel it. Wanda attacks him and they battle across the multiverse. Now, we know it is going to be a savage battle between Wanda and Doctor Strange himself. We also know it's not going to be a 15, so don't expect it to be a horror, but there is, based on test screening information, horror-esque vibe. Strange brings Wanda back to the mountains where he manages to cast a spell and free her from the influence of chaos magic with the help of his allies. The demons begin to spread through the universe. Wanda regains control and sacrifices herself to destroy the mountains and save the multiverse. Palmer returns to reform the Illuminati. Strange takes Chavez as his apprentice, having developed a fatherly bond with her. Now, this post-credit scene is a little bit different, but I think what it's getting at is the same point as all the other alleged post-credit scenes for this alleged movie. So it says Strange realizes he is affected by chaos magic as well, but all the other plot leaks we've gone over said that Doctor Strange gets the third eye, which is pretty much the same thing. So it is a little bit different to the other plot leaks, and you guys and girls seem to be absolutely loving the Doctor Strange plot leak kind of rumor mill based video, so I thought I'd plug this in at the start of the video. So guys, let me know, do you think this one's any more real? Do you think it backs up the other one? Because I'd say 80 to 90% of it is pretty much similar, but it's worded slightly different. So when it comes to all these insane confirmed cameos, there's very, very contradictory reports going around the community for sure. So John K is set to be in this movie for sure, but no one seems to know if it's actually Mr. Fantastic John K, Reed Richards, or if it's a variant of him. But then if you go to Twitter, other people seem to think it's only a variant. But either way, it's pretty much confirmed by the amount of people saying it that John K will be some variant of a version of Mr. Fantastic himself. Now, there is an interesting report. Tom Cruise seems to be hidden headlines. Tom Cruise to play a very surprising role in Multiverse of the Madness. So essentially, the rumor going around, we can't confirm or deny anything, is Tom Cruise will play a variant of Iron Man. Tom Cruise originally was nearly casted as Iron Man, so this is pretty funny, to be honest. There's also a alleged picture going around, and we can't put it in case it's real because we would get a copyright claim for that. But if you learn anything from Tobey and Andrew Garfield situation, this picture is probably real. It's so easy to Photoshop stuff. I can't confirm or deny if it actually is real, but it is looking very freaking likely. But the interesting thing is the Tom Cruise thing's probably pretty much real. But the interesting thing about the John K situation is we have people like Daniel RPK going, I also hear John K is playing Mr. Fantastic, but treat this as a rumor. It's like, treat this as a rumor, even though this rumor's been on the internet for the longest time ever, which is interesting. But then there's also other people like Moth Culture on Twitter. They're in, I don't know who they are, but they've been saying a bunch of stuff recently. They seem to think that John K will be reappearing in the Multiverse of Madness as a variant of Captain America, but realistically he could be appearing as multiple different people in theory. Now, there is a rumor about the actual trailer as well. Now, I really wouldn't go over this, and I don't know if I'm going to put it in a title. I probably won't, but it's really hard to actually define if this is real, so let's just treat this as a rumor, as a real grain of salt. So the Super Bowl trailer, that's most likely when we're getting the first trailer. They're usually 30 to 40 seconds based on how much it costs, but apparently the money shot is said to be John Krasinski as Captain America picking up Captain Carter's shield. Now, I guess I don't know how reliable this Moth Culture character is, but it got a bunch of retweets and quote tweets and stuff like that, so we don't know. I guess they're gonna have to bring out absolute fire with the first trailer at the Super Bowl. I mean, I honestly agree. I do think it will come out at the Super Bowl. So all this cameo stuff, it really is interesting when you look into it, because characters like Ghost Rider are in it. You hear it's Nicolas Cage, and then people are like, no, it's Reed from The Walking Dead. And there's so many cameos in this movie that it's getting to the point where, like I keep saying, I might freaking turn up in this movie if they actually release the Warstu scene, but I can't actually say if they're going to do that. But we have people like My Time to Shine saying stuff like, yeah, they're adding loads of cameos, they're adding more cameos. Really? And then, like, if you go back on the 22nd of January, My Time to Shine said Nova is finally coming. Does that mean Nova appears in this movie, or was it just a random comment? This is what I don't like about these wannabe Twitter scoopers, because half the information that's actually coming from 4chan or Reddit is the fact that they randomly come out with things, like randomly, like this one here, for instance. There will be some Marvel heroes in Secret Invasion. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Like, I like going over these scoops, and I'm not like taking the piss or anything, but I do find it very funny. And then it's like here, like this Moth Culture is being discredited by My Time to Shine. So the best kept secret is Hugh Jackman to appear in Doctor Strange 2. Then My Time to Shine is like, no, he's not, but he might appear in Secret Wars. Okay, but that doesn't make any sense. It's a bit like when Ben Affleck Daredevil was going to be in it. It's like, no, Ben Affleck's not going to be in this one, but they might be in Secret Wars. Why does everyone keep saying no, they can't be in this, but they're going to be in Secret Wars? If you don't know, I mean, I'm not going to go into much detail, but Marvel's getting much stricter when it comes to trying to control the narrative with actual leaks and stuff, to the point where certain curators, certain influencers won't be covering leaks and stuff, because basically what's going to happen is they will lose access to red carpet events if they get it. They will lose access to watching, you know, the movies early. So you may notice that some of the bigger YouTubers or bigger creators on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, won't be talking about this kind of stuff because they are scared that they will lose access to watching the movie early, which is kind of ridiculous. If you ask me, in my humble opinion, it is ridiculous because this information's out there, so it's public knowledge. It's on Reddit. If it's on the internet, it's anyone can talk about it, but for some reason Marvel want to control the narrative. I get it, but at the same time, the Tobey and Andrew leaks actually helped. It really did help that movie do well. Now, if people think like the likes of Tom Cruise, the likes of Warstu, the likes of Nicolas Cage are appearing in this movie, it's going to do more good than it will bad. So personally, I don't think talking about leaks is a bad thing at all. We've been doing it for a very long time. A bunch of other channels have been doing it. So that's the reason why some creators won't be talking about the Doctor Strange 2 leaks or any other leaks, because they lose access to stuff, which it is what it is. And yeah, let's go over some more stories. No Hugh Jackman. He really doesn't want to come back, at least for now. Okay, that's literally made up. It really is made up, at least for now. Why put the at least for now at the end? Because then it makes you sound like you know what you're on about. Patrick Stewart in Doctor Strange 2. Captain Obvious again. I hate when they post obvious things. They wanted Chris Evans back as Hydra. Okay, Captain Obvious. It's come from Reddit again. God, we might as well go over Reddit plot leak, but I do find it interesting what these super duper scoopers say, because you got to understand and remember, they all said that the Flash was screening last week on a test screener, then it turned out Sham 2. So you got to understand they do get a lot of stuff wrong and a lot of stuff right. Werewolf by Night will be in multiple projects. It just seems to me that sometimes they are throwing stuff at the wall and they're hoping something sticks, but it is what it is, guys. So let me know what you think of the initial plot leak. Potentially we went over the start, and let me know what you think about all these insane cameos. Is Hugh Jackman going to be in this movie? Is Warstu going to be in this movie? Is John Kay going to be Captain America? And also Reed Richards. Is Chris Evans going to be Johnny Storm? But one thing for sure is the Marvel Cinematic Universe will never be the same once Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness hits theaters, hopefully sometime this year, unless it gets delayed again. But as we know, according to the actual director, who recently came out and couldn't even confirm if the movie was done. Like, he's like, yeah, I think we're done, but we could pick up more shots here, we could pick up more shots there. So what I think is going to happen, and they did it with Batman, they cut out a certain scene, is if they do test screen it again, which they will, they do it multiple times, is all these insane cameos, they're going to cut them out, because realistically, they're in a cameo role position. So unless it's like the Illuminati, where you got Professor X, they can't cut that stuff out, because that's part of the main narrative. But the cameo roles can be cut out, and a test screening is only a rough cut. It's not the final version. So let me know, guys, who do you want in this movie, who you don't want in this movie? Do you want more Stu in this movie? Do you want freaking Deadpool in this movie? Do you want Cable? Do you want Thanos? I really want a Thanos in this movie, if I'm honest. And also, guys, let us know, what do you think about the trailer? When is the next trailer going to come out this movie? They've got to drop a fire trailer, because we are months away, but this is literally an Avengers level movie. This movie has to bang $1 billion. It's going to be the most expensive movie ever. The amount of reshoots, the amount of delays, there's investors. So in a nutshell, there's a lot of money that has to be recuperated in order for this movie to break even. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, because we've got like 12 followers. Comment down below 500 times to help the algorithm. Like the video, share it, tell everyone about Warstu. If you meet a random person on the train or on a bus or on a plane, just tell them about me and tell them about the channel, and it will help us all grow as one. So like always, guys, thank you very much for spending a few moments with me today. If you made it to the end of the video, hashtag Team Warstu. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.